Yo, 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 it's your boy Professor Pippage back in the bit on I Trade the Agent, trying to get active, trying to get live. Currently looking at AU right now. Vitamin being good, I can't good. How that sound good? You already know. But currently looking at AU right now. Um, ultimately, I feel like price action has shifted on the higher time frames. We're looking for that confirmation to tell. So right now, currently looking at price action, getting posted to the downside, breaking structure on the 4 hour chart, and then started to retrace a bit, right backing up in here. Then we shift the structure again, closing below structure right here on the 4 hour time frame, and even on the 1 hour time frame. So for me, ultimately, price action is aligning back bearish. Just looking for confirmations of that. So as we bring the analysis back on from a 4 hour perspective, we got the high creating a low right down here. From the 1 hour, so I don't know where I was at, but as we look at it right here on the 4 hour time frame, or this is 1 hour, but 4 hour price action, started retracing, breaking that structure right over here. And then what we had from the weekend analysis, if price action closed above this lower high right here that pushed price action into the lows, then potentially we could see buys back to retest this high one more time. I think it's a little bit shaky because, like I said before, price action is kind of starting back to resume back bearishly for me. Just overall looking for that confirmation, so we could potentially catch these this was a breakout buy, so those breakout buys potentially definitely already missed. So if you took a breakout buys, push for about a good 13 pips, and then you potentially just had to manage it down a 15-minute time frame based off when this analysis was posted. But right now, I do see a lot of equal lows right up here in this little consolidation level we have down to 15 minutes. So I do think price action could come down and grab those and then skedaddle back to the top side. So it's really shaky right now, my friends. I don't know for sure, but you know, not having enough data at the current time frame is not necessarily a bad thing. You just gotta wait for price action to hit like you need to hit, and then you can get active. So, we're gonna drop some. They want to know, my friend, if we break or we don't break. Put the alert at the top and the bottom. We can check out the rest of the market. Breakout buys over here on GJ. I wanted to take buys on UJ last night. I wanted to take buys on UJ last night, but from the weekend announcements, we were looking at GJ right here. And we were saying we were stuck within this 1 hour resistance and also this 4 hourly range. From like 2, 3, whatever, however long ago, we created that 4 hourly high, that 4 hourly low, and did not break out of that range. Then last week coming into this week, price action just consolidated even more within the 1 hour range. So we are now seeing that breakout of that range. Potentially, if price action can hold above this 159,973, it could continue to go bullish, but you never know. GJ is, you have to trade GJ to know how GJ works out. So I can't tell you specifically. I just look for the levels, identify the key levels because trying to identify, I don't really see too many. Well, right now, all I see is liquidity building above that level, but I don't really see too many levels besides right back up in here where price action would need to retest as far as looking at all this. Yeah, so if we got above this 162,345, then I will look for buys back up into that 165,213. But as it already shows, yeah, that thing pushed up, and now we potentially get some type of retracement. Definitely would key in on the structure that was most recently broken right here on the 1 hour, um, and just see if there's a level potentially price action could retest to, and then start throwing wicks. So we'll do something like this. A lot of shit on the chart at this point, but yeah, something like that. And hit it like that, and then see if price action retraces back here, and then shows signs that it wants to roll back over and go back bullish. I will get active on those buys, definitely. back into that high. Stops will be tough because the low is way down here and you pretty much in the middle of the range. But if it rolled back over bullish and continued, um, yeah, that could be a high probability if that's something like that. But in order for me to take buys on GJ, it would be something like this. I'll be looking for GU. GU breaking structure only hourly. So potentially definitely could see price action break right through this level, come back and retest this 4 hour resistance. Or this 1 hour resistance might hold up, but with price action breaking structure from where it's coming from, there's a high potential chance we're gonna bust right through that level and get active. But if it don't, then I always definitely be prepared for the shorts. But yeah, I would definitely expect this to continue to keep going bullish. Haven't really I did check the news on Sunday. I knew there was more stuff going on Tuesday for USD, and then some GBP and some AZD news. AUD news going down later throughout the week. Um, we see RBA Governor allows low speaks on Tuesday. USD tomorrow got a CPI. Retail sales on Wednesday. Employment change. There was something else I thought I saw in here. It must be later on. But yeah, hold on for a second. So yeah, going back, I definitely think you can continue. Yeah, yeah. What would I do to get in? So pretty much pushing breaking bulk structure here. High low. Um, I would still say this is pushing, creating that new higher high. So until we saw a pullback, sometime breaking some structure right here and then reversing, we still are now in a continuation or push phase to create that new high within this price action right here. So beautiful price action breaks below here, weeks below here. Then potentially say that could be a new high from this higher low. And then potentially we can get a retest of this area and keep going, or potentially could pull deeper back within this little zone right up in here before continuing to go bullish. But that would be the two type of scenarios I look for to get in. Like that. UK UK was funky last week. Um, just pretty much low four is low identified. This was last week's announcement, I think, on UK. Yeah. We opened Sunday, yes, last weekend analysis. So this was last week's price action, last week's level, and as we can see, we had continuation short. So basically, we want price action to break and retest and maintain below this level. So potentially, if we weren't patient enough, definitely could have got faked out here, got stopped out there, broke down again, came back and gave a little retest, still closing above the area where we really want to take a short from. It definitely here breaks away, comes back and retests perfectly, closes below, and you would have potentially got faked out depending on watching in real time. This would have been at New York Open. So if you were looking for the shorts, you possibly could have been in off the wick entry from right over here, off the 15-minute, off the hourly, 15-minute looks something like this. Break and retest, stand below, and then definitely could have took shorts. Probably want to give you most probably, but 30 of them things, potentially could have got greasy in there, snatch up some pips right there. But ultimately, definitely think UCAD could be coming all the way back down to the daily support area. The cost price action push back up. Ultimately, I don't really know. UCAD is funky moving, and I ain't really caught up to it yet. Simply because I don't watch it every day. So yeah, it's more of a higher time frame perspective for me. 4 hour levels, breaking and retesting to those areas and seeing how we can get active, get busy. Because intraday, yeah, this is crazy. Up, down, up, down. Um, you think you got some continuation going on, you just got smacked 70 pips stop loss, then it continue to go higher. You get a new high, then come down and break the low. Yeah, call that. It'll be shitting bricks. 98 pips, you can catch them impulsive moves, but overall, pretty much moves like a whipsaw. Zoom, bang, zoom. And I ain't really got time for that. But if I would have been keying in on this, this was today's round pre New York. I wasn't at charts at that time, but definitely if I would have looked back and saw this on UCAD, I had pretty much blocked the UCAD out for the most part just because it's price action right up in here. I definitely didn't wasn't able to catch up to it and say, okay, we're going bullish, we're going bearish. And then now once it started breaking this potential this would have been higher low, created a new, didn't even give you a new higher high. So ultimately definitely want to see price action close below there, see if it continues to go bearish. UJ still we had breakout bars above this level last week. Yeah, last week. Let's see, here we go. So this week's weekly open right up in here. Come out somewhat bullish. I don't want to do nothing with UJ. That's why I didn't really reanalyze it because I'm looking for price action to come back down towards this area right here. Then I'll really start to key in on it. But for the most part, I'm just willing to allow all this right here to play out. Ultimately, I would say lower time frame bullish. No guarantees with this because your lower high give you a lower low. Higher time frame is way up here, so we potentially could pull all the way back, right up in here somewhere, 133.276 or even higher, and then still ultimately leak. So UJ and GJ moving kind of funky right now, but if you can catch it at the right time, you can get in and get active and get motivated, get some pills, gold. Yeah, I kind of saw this retracement coming. Um, I was potentially looking down to like 1840 before potentially going back bullish. 1840. Can I get an 1840? So I would look to see how this I would look to see how price action comes back into this area and see if it starts to roll over bullishly. Right here, you can kind of see price action roll over bullish, but it didn't really have a whole bunch of gas. Didn't really give you a deep enough. Didn't really give you a really deep retracement. Based off of this drop here. Yeah, so I'll wait for it to come back down to about that 1840, 1841 area, and then see if we can get that bullish rollover. We gonna see, and then if it breaks below there, then follow market structure. You're busy. Your SD, oh my gosh, look at what we got to the development. Or we missed on some percentages and some pitch. Or yes, we did. Oops, that back. I analyzed this for my man. He trying to get active on Euro USD. And yeah, so I told him I'd throw it in there for him. Coming from the weekend analysis, what we had was the hourly resistance, hourly support overall from a higher time frame perspective. Price action had to pull back into an order block right here. So we were looking to see how price action rolls over from this area or if it came back down to fill this area right over in here. From the notes, we got the 4-hour support not created yet, waiting for the reaction from this 4-hour order block. If it pushes back bullish, we need to see a break of structure, at least on the 1 hour for continuation buys. And that was written on Saturday. So we were looking for the break above 1 hour structure for continuation buys. We haven't really got that deep retracement just yet. It's just kind of continuing to go up. So how are we gonna play it? 4 hourly. Let's blank that thing, see what we got going. It ain't the prettiest, You definitely could catch, a little retracement back. I probably would look for it around 1.06974 if it can retrace down there a little bit, give you a little action back to the downside. Go back to the 4 hour market because it doesn't know my vision. Can't leave that there. There we go with the hourly. Go back. This one. So yeah, about the same area. Right back up in there. If you can get a little solid retracement, a little push pullback action real jaggedly back into that area, look for the roll back over and potentially definitely TP1 right backing up in this 4 hourly resistance. If not, then yeah. So that 4 hourly did give us a nice big bullish reaction. We did push down to the downside a little bit further than I expected within this area or within that range. But yeah, we kind of down to the 15 minute. What we was looking at once price action actually opened up and started moving was we needed to see it broke bearishly, so we needed to see how price action reacted once it got back into this area. We hit that bar replay, my man's. So market opens, price action opens up bearishly. We ended up breaking this 1 hour support we had identified here. And then once we did that, we see the break of structure. So if we want to take the buys, we want to say, okay, price action has to close above this area right here for me, because this is the last place in market structure where price action was bullish and flip bearish and start to roll over to the downside. So once we potentially see that happen in price action, then potentially we could be setting up and possibly looking to enter into some posiciones as price action pulls back and close above retest and then break up out of that thing. So put that somewhere like that right there. Did not take any of these positions, but this is just how I would have played the market of that thing if I was, continuing to watch Euro USD actively. So watch it break away, create that new low. And then if we want to take buys because we saw price action push into this area we thought was a 4 hour order block, we're looking for a bullish reaction from this area. This would be the first area I would start to be looking for that push and pull back, simply because, like I said, break a structure right in up over there, and then that bar replay, and then see what you got. Now, if you're looking for the short, then it's a different story. But if you're looking for the buys, breaking the retest, get up out of there. Get up out of there. And like I said, stops for this potential trade setup idea will pretty much be below this area right here, because that's where we pushed and created lows. Then we started to roll back over bullishly. This was the area we needed to close above to potentially start to frame bullish price action to see if it's going to continue to go bullish. And then once it did, it right here kind of reacted bearish. So now on the 1 minute, 2 minute, 5 minute, you definitely see structure right here reacting bearishly. And then once it rolls over, definitely would have been ready, creating that bearish structure into that area we're looking to buy from. And then once it rolls over bullishly, high, higher low, high, high, it did pull back a little bit more, but ultimately we started respecting this low here, confirming that this low potentially would not be broken. And then, yeah, price action got up out of that thing. So, potential targets on something like this. The don't know, my friend. Definitely TP1 probably would have been that 07266. TP1 would have been right up in there. And then if it would have kept running, it would have kept running and just let it smack dead into that 4 hour resistance, trailing the stops as it go. And then yeah, would have got up out of that thing. Yeah. Ultimately, the position that I was looking to get hit back and down here, this was just setting up from that weekend analysis to say, this is what I want to see. This is what I'm looking forward to in price action. If it does that, then I'm getting active. Right now, like I said, if it pulls back nice to this area right up in here, looking left, looking to go back that way with it. If it breaks that low, then let it go, because we're looking for the longs. We ain't looking for the short. So if it keeps shorting, then stops, appropriate, proper risk management, and get busy. It's almost down 8:30 and AU ain't tagged now. Peace. Okay, let's see what we got. What kind of development showings we got? Bunch of nothing. Bunch of basic biddies. Back and forth, consolidating. Oh, hold on, let me turn off the bar replay. All right, so we live. Pretty much waiting at broke above right over her, shifting that hourly structure. I would like to see a deep pullback, but I really don't, because a deep pullback could potentially mean continuation, simply because we ultimately, we bad. What are you doing? Yeah, coming down higher time frame. Deeper pullback could ultimately could make continuation. It all depends on how it gets there, but we gonna see. Breakout bars didn't really produce too much of anything, so we could see some retracement action. I don't know. Let me go ahead and see. Make sure ain't no sneak this going on. Rebounding four quarter much the pace much slower. Let's see. What we got? This what sneak this and be going on that. This when you get into a trade and all of a sudden it just go, yeah, this would be happening from right over there. No more sneak this on the back page. See a lot of people be paying attention to the calendar and shit, be breezing through him like, oh yeah, it cool, cause that's what I used to do. But then, you know what I'm saying, click on that new cause I was in a smooth buy one time. Oh, I was looking for buys one time. Price action just leaked like 2, 3 weeks ago. Um, let's see if I can see it. Yeah, I was looking for buys. Price action just leaked. And yeah, I ended up taking short. I don't see it, man. We also on 5 minutes, so let's see what we're gonna do. Oh, okay, okay. Oh, okay. We got some break action to the downside. Sweeping that liquidity right over here. Let's get rid of these possible buys because those are no longer valid. We're sweeping liquidity right now. Let's see where it lagging. Now, potentially, I'm looking for. E- Leak. A bit ranking too. Leakage. About 8:30. How about to that 15? See how we react there. Big bears. Big bears. So we want to see how this close. This candle close. You know, it's all big and way down here and all break. If we close backing up in here, it's on and cracking. We're getting negative. But right now, it looks like it's going to do a deep retracement, my bros. So, yeah, we might just be waiting on the AUDUSD. Let's see what's going to happen here. Drink it. Yeah, cool. Yeah, we're looking for that same retracement on G. Yeah, early. FBC maybe. When I 15 close. 3 minutes. It could keep leaking. But let me see, let me see, let me see, let me see, let me see. Okay, okay. It's a wet cool. Let me see what was it. And you sure it's too early. Good. Let me see. 69625. That's what I did. Price action opened up. 625. 625. Damn. Oh, yeah, okay. I don't know what is you looking at? But yeah, this is what I had set up. Because what I saw was we closed the ball, and potentially we're gonna have that retracement because we broke structure on that hourly. Would have been high to the low, to the new high. So this should be down here. But ultimately, I saw the breaking structure right in over here. So I had the shorts when I saw price action kind of break, through this little whatever you want to call it right there. Little area right there. That market closed big and go from counter right here to the shorts. Was looking at the target right back up here. Damn. Oh, kind of free. But yeah, I ended up closing pulled back down. I thought it was going back, so I ended up closing once it broke this high right here, and yeah, so go pills and then negative on that one, but ended up rolling over. Ultimately, I wanted these buys right down here. I was just trying to catch that little dragging on the back end. Had I not closed it, could have been, would have been, should have been, but it is what it is. So we looking for the buy, but we looking for the buy, cool. No, definitely looking for them down. It could pop down in here and pop right back up, especially how it's coming down right now. Or it could keep looking, you know. Ultimately, I'm looking for the buys just because we bullish and we're breaking structure right back on over here. So pull back, push higher, retest 4 hours of resistance. That's what I'm looking for. If that don't play out, then let this short run. Just oh my God, I missed my dream. So definitely looking for buyers right up in here. Potentially stops gonna start off right up under here somewhere like that right there, and then we're just gonna trail them things as price action potentially start to create structure back to the top side. If that happens, then that's how we get negative. But I think I'm gonna have to go ahead and chop this one on down. Come in, young as I did, and die, and he might die. Yeah, do see we starting to slow down a little bit. So, potentially just keep your eye on it just in case it don't come down that far. Yeah. Tricky spot, my friend. Because we definitely looking for the buys and it might set up from there. Might not. I'm looking for this out a little bit further, but ultimately, if it does roll over, then higher highs and higher lows, back to the top side. Get in, get active. I think that's all I got for this one. Like and subscribe. Holla at boy. I'm out. Yeah.